Good evening guys, it's Jenny here from Just Jenny Journaling. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do a flip through of this journal. It's a custom order for a journal for note taking at the Be Courageous convention, one of the series in the UK here. And I'm about to post it out and thought I'd do a nice flip through for you guys because I'm really pleased with how it's turned out before I send it out. The remit for this was that the lady chose the cover, really liked the cover, liked the blues and the greens, just wanted something with lots of note making space, lots of different types of papers. Didn't want just tea dyed or just plain, but like a little mix of different ones. So that's what I've done. I've done 3 signatures, one for each day. So first of all, just let me show you the cover. It's one of those Reader's Digest sort of condensed books, and it's a lovely blue, really attracted me. But I've used some vintage fabric on the back here, and then a vintage postcard, which is gorgeous with the blues and greens. And I don't know if you can see the little metal plate that actually says courage, and a butterfly it's a little card butterfly from a bridal section for, I think they used them for decorating champagne glasses, but I've dyed that one and decoupaged it on the front there, and used some of that lace from the works. That's what it looks like tea dyed. I really like it, really like it. Done a little dangle on the back, which is removable, because I do appreciate, I mean, the colours are beautiful with this, but obviously it is to be used for note taking initially, but I think once it's been archived, that would look really nice on the shelf. So that's it. And to open it up, basically we didn't have many pictures, pockets or ephemera in this, because it's mainly for note taking, and she wasn't really enamoured with having lots of different bits and pieces. So just a little bit of a picture there, another of the butterflies onto like a peachy, that was a rose, a big magnified rose. So first signature, I've got some Edith Holden paper, Country Diver and Edwardian Lady, and this was just from a little calendar that I picked up. I did a bit of decoupage with some tea dyed doily. They have beads. I've done 3 beads for each signature, so 1 for each signature on little bowl pins, little Tim Holtz ones, and you can see them. That's the second signature, and a little pink. These are just pink little glass beads. And what I've done with this, because it's difficult to know how much space people take up with their notes, because I mean mine are really sprawling, to be honest, what I've done is I've printed the programme morning and afternoon, and backed it onto card, I think apart from one, I think it was Sunday afternoons, with little journal prompts there, Be Courageous. And I've done it so that they can be moved around. So obviously Friday morning's the beginning, but if you don't take a lot of room up for your notes, you can move the afternoon, you can move it to wherever you finish the morning session. I thought that might be a good way to go. So that's that. Let's start off then. A little bit of washi, and I've printed out some of the, just from the programme, just some of the different journal prompts and the things we're going to be discussing. So tea dyed paper, I did that at Go to Work Again on some tracing paper, love the sound of that. Just a normal paper, but I used the paper scissor, you know, the edge cutters in this, I think, just to make, just for a different finish really. And there's a theme scripture in there on tracing paper. And then just a little bit of stamping, and you can see some stamping there. A little bit of Daphne's diary paper in here, which I thought was lovely. This is just from an old, from a vintage sort of bird book. I just really do love the bird images. But I have to keep reminding myself that she actually does need room for actual note taking. Bit of stamping there, some little birds on the branch, and just a little bit of a collage there with tea-dye paper. That's from the Psalm scripture, which I really like. Onto a bit of Edith Holden collaged. Oh, tiny bit of extra there. And Edith, some of the Country Diary of Edwardian Lady. I mean, I will actually journal, make notes anywhere, but you may choose just to leave these plain, but just for a little bit of a difference there. Okay, this is still the first signature one. I've actually used, I picked up some nice floral postage stamps, and I just thought it'd be nice to pop them in different areas. I really like how that turned out. I think that's coffee dyed actually, in the edge punching. I thought that was lovely. Coffee dyed again. A little bit of a botanical book. Another bit of botanical book. I think this is that was a botanical book that I had. That's the centre of the signature, and I've just put little botanical circle punches on the end there. I just love this. I think it's beautiful. Coffee dyed paper, coffee dyed, a little bit of washi, and that's Friday afternoon. I've done as a flip. So it's quite a lot of scriptures on one of those, and as I said, that is backed onto card and can be moved around. So I've done them with tabs at the top as well, so that she'll be able to see very easily where the programs are. Okay, so you've seen that tea dyed earlier on, and this is tea dyed earlier on, but okay. The stamping, and just sort of cut with the edge cutter. I don't know what happened with that one, but I love the way it turned out. I think it was tea dyed. It's a bit of decoupage of map. A little bit of map on there. Stamping, a bit of washi. There you go. This is from like a memo to do things to do page that I really like. I've used it in a few journals now. Just cut out the other side of the Daphne's diary. Bit of stamping, just on the white paper. The other side of that Joshua scripture. Edge cut and washi on that. Bit of tracing paper. There you go. A little bit of Edith Holden with the blues and the greens, and the dragonfly. I think that's beautiful. Really love it. Really love it. So that's the end of the first signature. You can see that signature one. So that would be for the first day. So the second day, it's the Saturday's program for her. There's a lot about, I think, different experiences from different parts of the world. So I put a little bit more map paper in this one. And again, I've got the butterfly, but I sort of inked that. That's not tea dyed like the one in the front. It's inked to reflect the colours on the paper there. And that is Saturday morning, and that's backed onto again. I think this was some paper I got from Paper Chase in the sale. I really love it, really love it. And I've stuck it onto that, and I've rounded the edges and also inked the edges too. And I've actually inked the edges of the pages as I've gone through as well. If you can see, I love that little corner stamp, and I've used it in this sort of, I think it's called Stream, that ink. It's lovely. And tab. I love that stamping again. And this was from a book, an astronomer's notebook that I picked up recently from Waterstones, I think. And it looks lovely tea dyed. Okay, so that was just from the little planner book. I love the green butterfly on there. A little bit of washi on there. Philippian scripture, I think that's a theme scripture, looking at the programmed theme scripture for Saturday. So I put that on, printed on tracing paper, the whole chapter I think, and then basically it highlighted the verse. Imitate the Courageous, I think that's part of the programme too. This, I just love how that turned out. I love the feel of the paper. I love the way it looks on the stamping looks on that. I think that's really nice. Just taken the paper edges right just across there. I think that gives it a bit of interest, particularly when you can see the different pages sort of layered. There we go. That's that. That's the centre page. That's the centre of that one. That's from one of the bird books, and basically, I just thought it was really quite sweet. Backed it with some tea dye paper onto the back of that. So it's a lot of variety of different papers, a little bit of interest with the stamping, but lots of room for making the notes. Another sort of little highlight from the programme, and if you can see the stamp, oh, it was a pretty postage stamp to go on that. And I've actually got a postmark stamp I need to go back in and put on there. And that one again is Saturday afternoon. I think I backed that onto a piece of a map that's folded in. Yes, a piece of a map, because it's all about different parts of the world. Botanical book picked up. This is a really lovely weight actually. It's a really nice weight of paper. It's the other side of that Philippian scripture there on the tracing paper, and I've highlighted the appropriate one I think. That's going to the verse that's going to be highlighted. Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady. It's so such clearly distinguished, isn't it? Beautiful, beautiful. So more of the same, quite very similar to the first signature, to be fair, with a little combination of papers. And that's the, yes, so that's the second, that's Saturday. That's the end of the second signature. And an English country cottage picture, image, painting type thing is the cover for the third signature, which is for Sunday. And I've edged it off with washi, as you can see. And Our Confidence with a little postage stamp. And do you see what I mean about just taking the edge off a page with the paper edger? Just how pretty it looks once you've actually got it all closed, just the layers. And that one here is the Edith Holden Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady, and I've just done a little bit of edge punching there. Okay, it's Sunday morning. That's the, oh yes, I made this last year. This is just a bit of my experimenting with some, I think it was with some acrylic paints, but I just thought the colours work really nicely in this book. We're nearly there. Oh, that was a lovely little stamp. Didn't come out too well there, but just a really nice little garlandy type. I thought it went look nicely with the leaves. Butterflies and moths. Psalm 27, I think that's a theme for Sunday morning, and that's the stamp I'm using in that particular signature. And we've edge punched, you can see we've edge punched just the corner there, and again, once it just looks really pretty as you get thumbing through and you get the different, there we go, make sure it's in the frame, and again you've got the edge punching and the different pages, paper showing through, little pink bead on the bowl pin. Looks pretty, like that. So I've done again stamping that goes over cool. An old a bit of a songbook, tea dyed and popped in. An old songbook that is. That's a better, I think that's a little better show of that stamp, if you can see it there. Anyway, moving on. So you've got that. Shall I try and zoom in a little bit? And then a bit of washi on the next page. Bit of the memo. I really love the greens in this. I think is it an arum lily? So that's the centre of that third signature for Sunday, and I've basically just on the ends here just circle punched some of the a couple of the page from an Edith Holden page, and I've just popped that on there. So that's the centre. So this is getting to the last towards the end of the notebook now, and again just one of the lovely postage stamps just to highlight that little card. And on this one I've just done this on paper. Sunday afternoon was quite a short one, so I've done that on paper, and again it can be taken out and moved about, so if you end up your notes, you know, you start your Sunday afternoon notes sort of there, that's where you put it, and I thought that would be useful. Anyway, that's Sunday afternoon. That was from a bit of Royal Horticultural Society diary. I've used a lot of this, and this is probably one of the last pages that I have of that, but it's absolutely beautiful. I do love it. And this stamp, or this sort of lady in her garden, really like that too, and I did it in that sort of aqua colour. A bit of Laura Ashley paper on the other side, the song sheet, and at the end I think it's a talk that highlights taking courage, and I'll just pop that on the end there. And again, if you can see how that layers, how pretty that looks with the washi showing through. I'm pleased with how that's turned out. And tiny bit, just a little scrap of that doily tea dyed, and a little stamping on it. The other side of the scripture. Looks like the Edith Holden, other side of that botanical book. I really like that. I just really love that image. And they're coming to the end now. Coming to the end. That's a tiny. That's another bit of an older song sheet that we have there. I just popped it on the back. And that's the back of the diary, the journal. And I just used what have I done there? Oh yes, that's the hair tie. The hair tie with the Tim Holtz, hitch post. And there you go. So that's the going out in the post, the Be Courageous vintage summer blue journal. I really enjoyed making it, and I think she'll enjoy using it too for the spiritual gem she's going to pick up. So I'm working on two others. You've probably seen two others in this series that are going to be for my Etsy store. One's just going to be a journal generally. The other one's going to be a like a travel journal style. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. If you like what you've seen, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do down below. Sort of like, subscribe, comment. I'm also on Instagram and on Facebook at Just Jenny Journaling. I tend to try and do posts on a daily basis there too. So that's it. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.